So the next thing I'm going to show you is how to deal with your privacy settings. So up on the very top under settings, click on privacy settings. And one of the big keys was creating those friend lists like we just did. So the next thing we want to do is click on profile. And basically this is going to allow us to determine who gets to see what. I like to think of everyone who requests a friend request from me is a potential real life friend. So I don't want to block a bunch of people, but at the same time, until I've met them, I don't necessarily want them to see everything about me. So each one of these are pretty ambiguous, but if you click on the little question mark on the side, so we can see who can see my actual profile page and anything on that page itself. So my network, which in this case is a geographic network of Portland, and all my friends can see that. My basic info, which is my basic information, gender, birthday, hometown, political and religious views, and religious status, I've set that only friends can see that. Personal info, again, we can click to see what that information is. Now for myself, and I'm imagining most people, the biggest concern is going to be photos of yourself. So under photos tagged to view, I have it set to custom. And basically when you do that, it's going to pop up a window similar to this. I've already filled out some of it. But under friends, choose some friends. And you can type in specific names of friends, or you can type in a friend list. So maybe I want the real estate people. So real estate people I've met. So now I can basically specify that. And now all the real estate people I've met that I've categorized that way can also see my photos. And then I can click OK. There's some other options on here, so I can exclude certain people if I want to. Lots of different things on here. And you can do this for most of the categories that we see on this page. Basically go back through here, go through all of these. Any that allow you to customize basically are going to allow you to choose by lists. So once you're done, make sure you click on Save Changes down at the bottom. You don't need save because I didn't actually change anything here. So under this contact information tab at the top, again, you can specify who gets to see what information. So in my case, only friends get to see my screen names, mobile phone, other phone, all those types of things. That way I'm not as prone to just getting spammed. So let's go back up to settings and then privacy settings one more time here. So search basically is going to allow how easy it is for people to find us. So my search visibility is set for everyone. So anyone can type in my name and they'll see that I exist on Facebook. They're still going to have to contact me to get all that additional information. So when people find me in the basic search, they're allowed to see my profile picture, a link to add me as a friend, a link to send me a message. I could allow them to see my entire friend list and pages I'm fans of, but I didn't choose to do that. So that is going to be under that. Let's again go back to our privacy settings and news feed and wall. So we already talked about the wall. So we can basically say who gets to see what. Again, lots of different information on here, applications that may have access to my wall, and so on. So go through there. Most of these are fine by default. And then applications. In the last video I showed you how to add an application to your profile. As part of that process, it asked if it could have access to pretty much everything on your account. You may not want that. So when I go in here, it's going to give me some very basic information. When I go click on settings, basically, again, I can choose who gets to see what information as just kind of a basic Facebook application. And we can see applications I've blocked, ones that people have sent to me and I've not been interested. So to get even more fine-tuned though, we can go up to settings and then application settings. And some of these are ones that are built in, like events and gifts and groups and such. But for instance, I just added Real Estate Tycoon. So maybe I want to edit those settings on here. So there's a box that I could add it onto my profile page if I want to. Who gets to see it? I can bookmark it even if I want to. And then additional permissions. And this is a spot I really encourage you to take a look at. Do you want the application to be able to publish directly onto your wall? And I don't want to. So I uncheck that and click OK. So basically, via your settings menu, I've shown you how to allow certain people to see certain information and other people not have access to that information, and then also how to deal with how you show up in the search results, and finally, how to deal with applications and what information they have access to.